let's move on to the climate portion of this show, because climate is something that we must talk about as well. On the one hand, you've got massive heat waves. Take a look at this picture and read the headline over here as well. Amid heat wave, UP death toll mounts. We already were talking about 54 deaths in UP's Balia. People were saying, was it water contamination? Was it the heat wave? What's really happening? About 100 killed in Odisha, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh alone. On the one hand, you've got this heat wave. On the other hand, you've got floods. So Verghese, where all are we expecting heat waves? Because the temperature, even if it says it's 35 degrees, it feels like 42 degrees. And where are the floods happening in the country?
Well, I am just taking the Hindustan Times article, and the first article that we are in fact seeing right now. And the first article in fact says on the front page itself, this is the first thing they've put on. Flood alerts to heat waves. States face weather extremes, okay? Several parts of India experienced extreme weather conditions on Monday. There are flooding in northeastern states, including Assam and Sikkim.
That's Assam on your screen.
Heavy rain in arid Rajasthan, triggered by the cyclone Biparjoy. Waterlogging in parts of Tamil Nadu, and death toll from the heat wave in eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Odisha climbing to 114 as weather vagaries lays bare the impact of a climate crisis. This is all happening within the subcontinent. All right, this is all happening within the region of the subcontinent.
The hot region, it's
yes,
tropical.
It is flooding in certain areas. It is, there is heat waves in certain areas, eastern Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, where we have seen, now they are saying.
Take a look at that. Take a look at that, Verghese. I mean, take a look at that. These are visuals from Ajmer. And I know there are a couple of lakes over there as well.
And because of Biparjoy, you have these flash floods in an arid region of the country.
Absolutely. I mean, people in Rajasthan, people in Gujarat don't necessarily think that they're going to end up on their everyday main roads, and it's going to look like a swimming pool. You can understand if this was some coastal region, if this was some place in, or if this was Bengaluru in general.
But I think the most worrying part of this, there's a lot of people who deny climate change, okay, but this is what the experts are saying. Experts attribute the unusual weather to the overall warming of the planet and the climate crisis. The globally available data makes it clear the climate crisis is leading to more extreme weather events, with the frequency of cyclones also on the rise. So you are going to see a complete climate pattern that you might not recognize and might become the norm if the continuing heat situation or the continuing warming is there when it comes to global patterns. Now, there is a person who's also quoted, and the thing is, it's in half. So I'm just trying to find the rest of the quote where it has gone. From Deeper Tide. Okay, yeah, got it. So this is what the expert was in fact saying when it came to India's weather pattern. He was saying that the impact of climate change is most visible across three hotspots: the Himalayas, coastal regions, and semi-arid to arid regions. And India has all the three. This is where we are in fact seeing the kind of situation.
Now you're emerging. Scaring me, Verghese.
Yes, which is to say that,
Are we really, are we doomed on the climate action part? Are we really doomed?
Last time when it warmed, the land bridge between India and Sri Lanka was covered with water. A whole part of Indonesia became islands. A lot of coastal areas in Australia was covered up. And a lot of India's coastal areas were covered, and this probably happened somewhere in 10,000 BC, all right? The last time the planet warmed up in that level, and today's world that you see is shaped from that warming. Further warming, well, I think we better be ready for
We're looking for that
boats.
net emission 2047 and all of those aims. We make those big claims that, the big climate summits. Are those really toothless?
And Kabir, it's very simple. Unless we move out of fossil fuel, and everybody has to be in this, because there's a political aspect into it as well. So,
all right, that's the show that we have for you today. That's all the time we have for you.